Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in this particular video. Now, last time out, we were working on bus routes or should I say currently stagecoach routes or coach routes, whatever you want to call them. And you can see actually out at the station here, we're in West Bromwich right now. And you can see a couple of the stagecoaches on the road paralleling the station. Those are in motion in every single town that we currently have a railway passing through, and we are going to of course expand upon that as time goes on. But for this particular video we are not going to be working on the roads exactly, we're actually going to be working back on the railways, and it is going to be a time-lapse video coming right up. What I'm going to be doing is expanding the railways, and I'm thinking I'll expand the railway from Earley over towards West Mersea. I was thinking of going to Lichfield from Earley as well, but I'm thinking that perhaps instead of going from Earley to Lichfield, we'll go Earley to West Mersea, but we can go from Macclesfield directly to Lichfield along a branch line or something like that. And if we get a chance, we might even do this one here, West Brom, going over towards Barnstaple. All of those are what is coming up, at least if not in just this video, maybe over the next few videos. So you can see lots of railways coming up. There's also Attleborough to Barnstaple that I want to do, and you'll also get to see where I've actually put in a whole bunch of additional farms. So all the way down to Lichfield we now have farms, and around to West Mersea, and there's a little bits here and there missing, but for the most part they are all done. Anyway, that is enough rambling. After the introduction it will be straight into the time lapse, so hopefully you enjoy. And there we go, that is the Earley to West Mersea route complete. So you can see I've stopped here, which is not too far from West Mersea. You can see I've put a signal box in right next to a road. I've lined it with trees. I've tried this new the new fencing. I have a feeling maybe I've put the fencing the opposite way. I might need to change that. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that, but I think it does certainly work, and please do let me know in the comments box if this works. So this took around 2 hours to get done, which is interesting because if I just jump out of here and just go over like this, you can see that for this area here, it's just there to there. That's all it was that I really changed. Okay, admittedly I did take some time to put some of the remaining farms here that were not in. In fact, I've left this because I haven't done that part yet, but I did do that, and I did add in the little bits here and a little bit here. So we didn't manage to get to Lichfield, but we did manage to get to West Mersea. You can see that that is the station. Now, you might have seen that I've measured the station up so that a full 240 meter station can fit right here. I did try bringing the station down, but that did not really pan out for me. And then you can see here that I've put some actual roads in. I am actually going to do something slightly different here. In fact, let's also go forward a year. There we go. Because it will now be 1858. So we have a whole bunch of other vehicles available to us. Let's have a quick look. Not Industries. I'm going to have a quick look for UK. I want to see if there's any particular houses ready for the UK. There isn't. Maybe just nope, nothing for terraced as well. Victorian, nothing for Victorian. So there is a point in time where there will be some available, and that is how we're going to be placing housing. So you can see now we're starting to see some of the roads and the way they are going to form. So you can see here, for example, in fact I might as well add in the road I want to add, which is going to be right down the back of that. So it's just a perfectly straight road along there, and a perfectly straight road along there, and a road that could potentially do something along those lines. And obviously we have to lock them because you can see immediately what the AI decide to do to these roads, and get rid of you. There we go. So now we've actually got sections in which we will have housing being developed, and that is the point of all of this. That is the exact point. So let's go have a look quickly down this route. You can see what I've done. I've used the linden trees, I believe. Yep, I've used linden trees all the way along, different shades. I've also decided to try and add tufts of grass so that it just looks like there's some shrubbery over here and a few bushes in a few places. So I mean, I suppose I can go along here, and let's go ahead and get a picture here. There we go, there's one. Let's now take a look all the way down so you can have a good look at this. So we had to cut the farms back, which I did. The road still remains as it is. The railway remains straight for quite a significant period of time, which is something that I definitely wanted to do, and definitely wanted to get working. So you can see that happens, and there's trees all the way along. Now from the air this does not look all too great, but as soon as we bring it down to something like this level, you can see that actually is not too bad at all. The grass and everything like that. Now what I have found is that, yeah, you see these sort of go through the ground, but also it looks slightly off scale, but I'm not 100% sure. Other things that I have also done is I have double tracked a lot of this. As you can see, quite a significant portion of this is now double tracked, because this is going to become what I think is the main line. Now the only part that has not been done yet is this bit here. There's a small section right over here, so you can see there I've not double tracked that there through to, where is it? Here, up to here. So that section is not double tracked, and then the rest of this going into Bracknell is double tracked as well. So, oh, I didn't know that jumps you back to the previous spot. Can I not? There we go. So that is what I have done, and as you can see, this section took a couple of hours. Now let me know if you think that this is quite good. These fences that I've used, I've seen railways that have these fences, and I have been down roads where perhaps not that close, but certainly the railway is an A road, major A road, where the railway is pretty much this close, and there isn't anything apart from just a few bushes, and then it's the railway. In fact, there isn't even much of a fence. There's massive holes in the fence. It was just a wooden fence. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. What we will do is, in the next video we're going to do a run. So we'll actually do a run using this new section. What I am also going to do is, if I should play that, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to ensure that the, what are you waiting for? Oh, you're waiting out there. Yes, you are waiting for that train to clear away. What I am going to do is I'm going to make sure that some more of these farms are developed. We might have a look at, in the next video, obviously we're going to be doing the run and seeing if we can get some things working, maybe replace some of the trains. The video after that, I might try the Attleborough to Barnstaple route, or the West Brom to Barnstaple route, or something like that. Then we will try the Lichfield route, which I think, and do let me know in the comments box, I think a good idea for this is to go from, have it start in Macclesfield, so have the actual train start in Macclesfield, and it goes all the way to Lichfield, New Romney, and just stops there. So it's just those three. The other option we have is to do a West Mersea, Lichfield, New Romney run. That would be an alternative, or an Earley, Lichfield, New Romney run. The other run I want to do is going to be Attleborough, Barnstaple, West Mersea. I also want Attleborough, Barnstaple going over to Bentham, down to Alford, Berwick, and then from there maybe splitting to go to Downham Market and Ollerton. And then from Downham Market we would have a branch that goes to Shepton Mallet, and then the main line would continue down Croydon, perhaps Batsley, Bridgnorth, Chagford, down to Taunton, and maybe have another split at maybe Batsley that goes down to Stratford and Kingsbridge, whilst the other routes would go from Ollerton through Maryport, Shepshed, and down to Sudbury. Then we can also have ones going across from Sudbury to Stratford upon Avon, then coming back up here. I think Shepton Mallet is only going to be serviced by the single line. The interesting one here is going to be how to get from Shepton Mallet to New Romney, which they are fairly close to each other, because for Croydon all you've got to do is down a market and then there. For New Romney you would have to go back up to Lichfield back up to wherever the next junction was, so it might be West Mersea. From West Mersea you'd want to come down to Berwick and then down the market and then go across. There might be a better way to do that, but we will see. For now, that is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2, the UK series, or the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Also, don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I will see you next time in Transport Fever 2, and I think that is starting to look... That is starting to look pretty good. There's a grid there still that I'm not all too keen on. Perhaps if I did that and that. So I still have to be wary of accidentally gridding anything that I do not want to grid. There we go. But I think it should be okay because the grids will all be in various different directions. Anyway, as I said, that is all from me. I will see you next time. Transport Fever 2.